Hi, boys and girls in pre-K. It's Mrs. Davis. Our new theme this week is the life cycle of plants and trees. And I had a story that I wanted to share with you today, and it is called A Tree is a Plant. And it is by Clyde Robert Bula, and the illustrations are by Louis Lignell. Let's read A Tree is a Plant. A tree is a plant. A tree is the biggest plant that grows. Most kinds of trees grow from seeds, the way most small plants do. There are many kinds of trees. Here are a few of them. How many do you know? Here's an oak tree, and a spruce, a birch, a willow, and a palm. This tree grows in the country. It might grow in your yard too. Do you know what kind it is? This is an apple tree. The apple tree came from a seed. The seed was small. It grew inside an apple. Have you ever seen an apple seed? Cut an apple in two. The seeds are in the center, and they look like this. So boys and girls, I'm going to put the book down for a minute. I actually have a couple of apples here today, and I thought I would cut them and we can look at the seeds inside. And you can do this at home. Just ask for mom or dad to help you. So I'm going to take my apple and I'm going to cut right down the middle, and let's look inside. Now look at that. That apple doesn't seem to have any seeds inside. So let's cut open another one and see if we can see some. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go, boys and girls. Look at the seeds inside that apple. Do you see those brown seeds? They're right here. You can see them. They're kind of sitting in these little spots inside the apple. Oh, there's one. I'll hold it in my hand so you can see how little they are. It's just a little brown seed. And I'm going to take this other apple that I have here too. I'm going to show you another way you can cut your apple this way. Not where the stem is. And you can open it up. I'm going to do one more quick little slice. And you can see on this one, there's almost like a little star shape in the center of the apple. And you can see that there are some seeds as well inside. There they are. Okay, so you can try that at home. And boys and girls, you can take one of those little brown seeds and you can try putting it in soil, and you can try growing an apple tree at home as well. Let's keep reading. Most apple trees come from seeds that are planted. Sometimes an apple tree grows from a seed that falls to the ground. The wind blows leaves over the seed, and the wind blows soil over the seed. All winter, the seed lies under the leaves or the soil. All winter, the seed lies under the ice and snow and is pushed into the ground. Spring comes, rain falls. The sun comes out and warms the earth. The seed begins to grow, and you can see it right there. It's just a little sprout. At first, the young plant does not look like a tree. The tree is very small. It is only a stem with 2 leaves. It has no apples on it. A tree must grow up before it has apples on it. Each year the tree grows. It grows taller each year. It takes 7 years, and in 7 years it is so tall that you can stand under its branches. In the spring there are blossoms on the tree. Spring is apple blossom time. And you can see those pretty pink flowers on the apple tree. The blossoms last only a few days, and then they fall to the ground. Now there are green leaves on the tree. Among the leaves there are small apples. The apples are where the blossoms were before. The apples are green, and they are almost too small for you to see. The apples grow slowly. They grow all during the spring and all during the summer. In the fall, they are large and ripe. They are ready to eat. And you can see them all on the tree. We can see the apples and the leaves on the branches. We can see the branches growing out of the trunk. We can see the trunk growing out of the ground. We can see the bark of the tree. The bark is what covers the branches and the trunk like a coat. But there is a part of the tree that we cannot see. We cannot see the roots. They are under the ground. Some of the roots are large and some of them are small as hairs. You can see the really large ones and these little tiny ones that look like little hairs. The roots grow like branches under the ground. A tree could not live without roots. Roots hold the trunk in the ground, and roots keep the tree from falling when the wind blows. Roots keep the rain from washing the tree out of the ground, and roots do something more. They take water from the ground, and they carry the water up into the trunk of the tree, and then the trunk carries water to all of its branches, and the branches carry water to the leaves. Hundreds and hundreds of leaves grow on the branches. The leaves make food for the tree, and the leaves make food from water and air. They make food when the sun shines. The food goes into the branches, it goes into the trunk and the roots, and it goes to every part of the tree. Fall comes and winter is near. The work of the leaves is over. The leaves turn yellow and brown, and the leaves die, and they fall to the ground. Now the tree is bare. All winter it looks dead, but the tree is not dead. Under its coat of bark, the tree is alive. Spring comes again, and rain falls. The sun warms the earth, the tree blossoms, and new leaves grow. As long as it lives, the apple tree grows. As long as it lives, the apple tree blossoms in the spring, and apples grow on it. When do you like apple trees the best? In spring, when they are covered with those pretty blossoms. In summer, when they are covered with leaves, all the leaves. In winter, when they are bare. Or in the fall, when they are covered with apples. I think my favorite time, boys and girls, is in the fall when they're covered with apples, because I love apples. I love to eat them and I love to bake with them. So I hope you enjoyed learning more about trees today, and especially about the apple tree. And I hope you have a fun week learning all about the life cycle of plants and trees. Take care. Bye.